Welcome to Rugby Obsession. You know if you love rugby, you've got to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our deep dives.
Absolutely.
We like to get into the real nitty-gritty of the rugby world, and today's no different.
Yep.
We're going to be talking Owen Farrell, Henry Arundell, and even taking an early peek at that 2025 British and Irish Lions squad.
Big one.
Big one indeed, all thanks to a great article from Ruck, published just the other day on Thursday, March 20th, 2025.
Can't wait to dig in.
Me neither. So Owen Farrell, first up.
Right.
Less than a year after heading off for Racing 92 in France, Leicester Tigers pop up and make an inquiry about him coming back to the Gallagher Premiership.
Interesting.
It really is. What do you make of it?
Well, the article mentions that Racing 92 are kind of struggling a bit, ninth in the top 14.
Not ideal.
Not at all. And of course, Stuart Lancaster recently left as coach, so maybe there's some uncertainty there that Leicester were trying to capitalize on.
Makes sense. I mean, you can see why they'd be interested.
Oh, totally. Farrell's a phenomenal player. Just look at what he's achieved.
6 Premiership titles, 3 European Rugby Champions Cup wins,
A Grand Slam with England, the World Cup final in 2019.
and European Player of the Year in 2017. He just brings that winning mentality.
Precisely. So it's understandable that a club like Leicester would explore that possibility.
And, chuck in the fact that he's Andy Farrell's son, it just adds that extra layer of intrigue to the whole thing.
It does, but the article makes it clear that Farrell isn't interested right now. Apparently he rebuffed their advances.
Committed to France for the time being.
Seems that way. He wants to see out his contract, and that's fair enough.
Absolutely. Shows that players really do have the final say.
Yep, it's their careers after all.
Speaking of players making moves,
Oh, yeah.
some good news for England fans. Henry Arundell is coming back to the Premiership.
Fantastic news. He's signed a 3-year deal with Bath.
3 years, that's a real statement of intent.
Absolutely. They're getting an electrifying young back, as the article calls him.
10 England caps at his age is impressive.
7 international tries, too, including those 5 against Chile at the World Cup last year, equaling the record.
Unbelievable. He's got so much potential.
He really does, and what makes this move even more special is that he's coming home.
Bath is his childhood club. He grew up supporting them.
Imagine that, growing up dreaming of playing for your club and then actually making it happen.
It's a dream come true for him. He even says it in the article.
What was it? Something like, joining Bath is incredibly special for me and my family.
Yeah. We've been Bad fans for generations, and I spent years in the stands supporting the team. Now, to wear the jersey myself is a dream come true. This team is in a fantastic place, and I'm excited for what's ahead.
Pure passion.
It's not just sentiment. From a purely rugby perspective, it looks like a great move.
For sure, he burst onto the scene with London Irish, showed everyone what he could do.
And then further proved himself at Racing 92, 13 tries in 30 appearances. That's a tough league.
It is. He's clearly got the talent, and now he's back in a familiar environment with a team that's on the up.
It's a win-win situation, if you ask me.
Hard to disagree.
Before we move on, if you're enjoying this deep dive, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
Gotta stay up to date with all things rugby.
Exactly. You won't miss any of our discussions and analysis.
Now, on to something everyone loves to talk about. The Lions.
The 2025 tour to Australia is just around the corner, and the bookies are already putting out their early predictions for the squad.
Way too early to say for sure, but it's always fun to speculate.
Oh, absolutely. So who do they have in the starting back 3?
Let's see, Duhan van der Merwe for Scotland, James Lowe from Ireland, and Hugo Keenan, also Irish.
Wow, that's some serious firepower.
A lot of attacking threat there.
And what about the centers?
They're suggesting Bundy Aki from Ireland and England's Ollie Lawrence.
Interesting mix.
And at fly half, they've gone with Finn Russell from Scotland.
I mean, it's so early, but what do you think about those picks, just based on current form, of course?
It's striking how many Irish and Scottish players are in there. Reflects their recent success, I suppose.
Yeah, true. I wonder if anyone from Wales, or maybe some other English players, will push their way in over the next year.
Absolutely. Lots can change.
The article mentions a few other names who are in the running for the wider 36-man squad.
Who do they have?
For the back 3, they've got Tommy Freeman from England, Blair Kinghorn and Darcy Graham, both from Scotland.
Some real pace there.
In the centers, they've got Sion Tuipulotu, another Scotsman, and Robbie Henshaw from Ireland.
Solid options.
And at fly half, alongside Russell, they've got Sin Smith from England and Sam Prendergast from Ireland.
A good mix of experience and youth.
It's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
Absolutely, and it ties in with what we were talking about earlier with Farrell and Arundell. The rugby landscape is constantly shifting.
Players rise and fall in form, new talent emerges. It's what keeps it exciting.
Couldn't agree more.
So that was our deep dive into the latest rugby news, all thanks to that fantastic Ruck article.
It really gave us a lot to think about.
Now we want to hear from you. What do you make of Farrell staying in France?
Are you excited to see Arundell back at Bath?
And who do you think will make that Lion squad?
Let us know your thoughts. Get in touch.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession for more deep dives just like this.
We love bringing you the latest rugby news and analysis.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode.